He is the man who punched harder than Mike Tyson. The story of Alistair Overeem is much broader, but today we will present you the K-1 World Grand Prix 2010 final. The first match of this pyramid was against another very hard-hitting man, Ben Edwards. Edwards starts the match strong, not being intimidated by Alistair's colossal physique. One thing is for sure, this titan of K-1 and MMA only knew how to take the step forward, making it almost impossible to shake him with your blows. With devastating blows, he managed to put Edwards to the floor twice, but he managed to get back to his feet. When he is put to the floor for the third time after incredibly strong blows from Alistair, the match ends and the Dutchman moves on. In the quarterfinals, he meets Tyrone Spong, which I think was the toughest match in this sensational pyramid. This time Alistair Overeem starts the match aggressively, trying to impose himself as quickly as possible, but Tyrone starts to unleash his arm punches, and we see for the first time that Alistair is in danger. In this match, not only strength but also the fact that he is hard as a rock helps Alistair enormously. When you get hit by this big man, it's like being hit by a truck, as many who fought against him have said. The match between these two Dutchmen with the same Dutch kickboxing school was one of the most interesting. Both athletes wanted victory, but it seems that the one with the stronger and clearer kicks will win in the end. The fighting spirit and youth did not give Tyrone an advantage, but he was still the one who landed the most hits against this tank. The match was stopped once after an avalanche of blows from Alistair. The size difference and the difference in power in the blows meant that Tyrone had no chance. Alistair in this competition weighed almost 250 pounds and had very little body fat. Certainly this version would have been hard to beat by anyone ever. Ultimately, the match was won by decision by Alistair Overeem, who advanced to the semi-finals. In the semi-finals, he meets the Turkish Gökhan Saki, another strong fighter but also one of the fastest fighters in K-1. Unfortunately, Saki had been injured in the previous match with the Romanian Daniel Gitter, who due to his kicks, Saki's right hand had been injured. Alistair had a short and easy match, but the match would have been totally different if Saki had been able to use both hands. Everyone knew what Gokhan Saki could do, having managed throughout his career to win mostly only against opponents much bigger than him. My opinion is that even if he hadn't been injured, I think his chances of winning would still have been very small. The strong blows quickly ground the Turkish athlete, who eventually gave up. In the final, he faced Peter Etz, who was already the three-time K-1 champion. Alistair greets a tired Peter Etz and begins to inflict unbearable punishment on him with devastating hooks. Peter Etz was very tired after his semi-final match against Semi Silt, which he had won in a decision, and it had been an exhausting match. After many endless blows, the match is stopped and Alistair manages to win the biggest title in kickboxing, becoming the K-1 champion in 2010 and the Strikeforce champion in 2007. The world will surely remember this giant and the power he had. This is part of the story of one of the strongest athletes with probably the most powerful punches humanity has ever seen. Subscribe to FitCars for more videos.